Become a channel member and support the content. You also get access to exclusive videos. You'll get an emote next to your name in the comments. The link for that can be found next to the subscribe button or in the description. And beat the random lottery that is FIFA points by buying the coins direct from u7buy.com. Use code TVM at checkout for a 5% discount, or if you're a new customer, get 8% discount. The link is down below. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to a brand new video, and we are going to talk about the end of Team of the Week. And what I mean by that is the potential end in FIFA 22. Now, of course, this is not confirmed in the slightest, but I just have an inclination, really, that EA will alter, maybe not end Team of the Week per se, but they will alter the way Team of the Week works in FIFA 22. And if they don't, realistically, EA, you need to. Because the amount of dynamic cards we have in the game right now, first of which, of course, is the ones to watch, is they come out at launch. The state of this game is now heavily dependent on live cards. There are so many different variants of live cards, and more to come today, theoretically. We don't know the ins and outs of it, but we think that there are going to be more live items today. It means every single new live item that they bring out, of course, there's not just ones to watch. You've got things like Road to the Final Europa League cards in Marcus Rashford, for example, and there's plenty of other Road to the Final Europa League cards out there. With every single new card that they release, they are leaving Team of the Week behind. Team of the Week has already become one of those things that not many people care about. Yes, it means that, you know, or rather it would determine how far we go in weekend league, etc. Or do I care about these player picks? Do I want to get 2 or 3 player picks to get these red cards? Yeah, okay, fair enough. Like this week, for example, Ronaldo is in Team of the Week, and I think Rashford's in Team of the Week as well, so there's a reason to want to do it. But for the most part, those are the only 2 cards anyone really cares about in that promo. With all these live items coming out, it's just leaving it behind to a point where Team of the Week is outdated, the system doesn't work anymore, and it's pointless. Now, I think you pretty much know what I'm getting at here, but I think Team of the Week could turn into some sort of live item thing. These items here, so this is the showdown. This is something that, even though it's live, it's not really live, right? So it was live for a period, and then once Ajax won the game, he got upgraded, and that's it. He can't get upgraded anymore. And I believe that is what's going to happen with these new cards, which is these what-ifs. Now, they've already leaked, or not leaked, but like shown us that it's going to be a Sevilla player. Many people are speculating Alejandro Gomez, which is, you know, a fair speculation because it was 92 rated, or 90 to 92 rated either way. But it does make me believe that EA have to do something in terms of live items with Team of the Week cards. Now, my little thought process here, we're going to use Shea Adams as the first example. We're going to use Volland as the second example. So his first inform was a silver. Now, he hasn't actually kicked on and got himself another inform. So that silver inform is the best version of that card that is out there right now. But what tends to happen with a lot of these players is, especially lower league players, and this is where it would really shine. Once they have their first inform for a good performance, that card is then a live item. So don't look at Team of the Week items as you do now. Look at them from a live perspective. Imagine, for example, they are a ones to watch card. So ones to watch cards could potentially be abolished, or maybe they're not abolished and they're just in the game straight away. Like, you have to wait until a player gets himself an inform for a good performance before they actually become dynamic, right? So this is going to take a little bit of explaining. So Team of the Week is as normal. They still need to put in a good performance. You can get a Team of the Week card for getting 1 goal in a game or an assist in a game. But then for every 3 goals that player scores, the inform that was released on a Wednesday, whenever it may be, Team of the Week 1, 10, 12, whatever, is dynamic. So I've got Shea Adams. I think he was a Silver Stars, so he's a 74 rated card. As soon as he scores 3 goals in real life, he gets upgraded 1 inform style. And then if he scores another 3 goals, which is 6 goals, he goes up by 1, and so on and so forth every 3 goals. Because realistically, even if a player does get, I mean, okay, maybe it would have to be some sort of, like, I don't know, stipulation of certain cards. So for example, Ronaldo or even Lewandowski would be 99 rated in a matter of weeks. I understand that. But with the likes of someone like Volland, they would benefit from this so much. So Volland this season has 12 goals. His highest rated card is an 86. which is ridiculous because he's one of the highest goal scorers in the French league. And yet, his highest rated card is an 86. He only has 2 informs. He has a stupid free centre-back card as well, but still, I say stupid, I don't mind it, it's different, right, it's fine. But it's not representative of how well he does in real life. So, my system here would mean that after every 3 goals Volland scores, which means after 12 goals, which is exactly the amount he's on now, he'd be an 89 rated card. There's still a little bit of a ways to go in the season. He needs another 3 goals to get himself a 90 rated. They would need to cap it maybe after 3, or they would maybe need to say, look, if you're already 86 and above, you need to score 4 or 5 goals, but if you're under 86, maybe, I don't know, maybe they just make it a little bit harder once you reach like an 86, 87 rated. Either way, I feel like dynamic Team of the Week cards in some form or another, whether it be after 3 goals, whether it be after 3 or 4 wins for the club or whatever, I feel like that is going to be a thing in FIFA 22 because they are bringing up so many dynamic cards now that Team of the Week is just, for the most part, pointless. That does bring me back onto the road to the final cards, though, because these, I don't think these would go away. I think Ones to Watches would be a little bit less. I mean, they're not really that valuable anyway. I think they would hold a little bit less value, though, if they were to bring dynamic Team of the Week cards into play. And, of course, not just goals, things like clean sheets and things like that as well, or assists for midfielders, for example. It wouldn't really benefit the likes of Verratti too much. Like, Verratti puts in some really good performances, but he doesn't really get goal contributions. So you could argue maybe clean sheets could count for Verratti. I'm not really sure how that would work, but, you know, I'm not trying to sit down and explain to you how it would work through and through. You know, it would need time to sort of sit down and discuss it and work out the pros and the cons of it. But I believe road to the final cards would be exactly the same. They could still do their showdown cards. This what if promo could still go ahead. It wouldn't affect that. Ones to Watches could potentially be affected by this. And of course that does bring us to what if, for example, Kevin Volland gets an inform this week. He scores a hat-trick and he gets an 87 rated inform. Does that mean they just don't put him in packs? No, they'll put him back in packs again as an 87 rated. But if you already hold that 87 rated card, or rather if you already hold the 86 rated inform, he would then automatically be upgraded to an 87. Therefore, there's no longer a silver inform in the game. There's no longer an 84. There's no longer an 86. It's like a Ones to Watch card. He goes straight to 87. So Ones to Watches are kind of pointless, but it just basically means that every single inform that EA release effectively turns into a Ones to Watch, more or less, but with in-game possibilities to upgrade. So if he doesn't get an inform, say he gets a goal and doesn't get an inform that week, that goal still counts towards his potential upgrade. Then he needs another 2 goals. It can be whenever, but as soon as he hits that 3 or 4 or 5 goal like rule or number, he gets an automatic upgrade, whether EA include him into Team of the Week or not. I think that's a really good idea. It would need ironing out. It's not going to be an exact science, and it's going to be different for the likes of Ronaldo and Lewandowski and things because they get so many goal contributions. But I would love to see some sort of dynamic Team of the Week card in the future because as it stands, Team of the Week is just outdated, it's too slow for the upgrades, and it just doesn't work. There are so many cards that are stuck on 78, 80 rated because they don't get recognised for their 2 goals a week or 1 goal, 1 assist a week. But in this system, they would get recognised for it. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. Maybe you've got a different idea. Maybe it's a better idea. Probably is. Let me know what it is in the comments. If you have enjoyed this video, though, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Join the Betting Rebellion and find out what your football knowledge is really worth.